You're tuned into the first newscast devoted to the Highland Lakes area. Local team coverage on Tribune Headline News, bringing you the stories you care about now. Hi everyone, I'm Connie Swinney. Thanks for joining us for the Picayune TV on Northland Communications, Channel 15. In today's broadcast, we have our guest weather segment, so stay tuned for that. Also, this is the site of a future tennis center in Granite Shoals. Officials tell us we have the latest on when they expect to serve up the first match. And a monument in Marble Falls will undergo a facelift to honor our fallen military servicemen and women. Those stories, the forecast, and local sports on the way. But first, Governor Rick Perry asks for federal assistance to help with recent flood damage. The request comes in the aftermath of Tropical Storm Hermine. Across the state, we heard reports of 6 to even a foot of rain. Areas hardest hit with damage include neighboring Blanco, Travis, and Williamson counties, among 14 others. The floodwaters you see here eventually made their way down to Lake Travis. Surrounding creeks and streams also contributed to high water problems in the Austin area. Now, if approved, Blanco, Travis, as well as Williamson County could receive financial help with unemployment, counseling, small business loans, and public assistance. Much of the damage was caused by tornadoes, flooding, and heavy rain. We're hearing a lot of racket from this next story. Plans for a tennis facility are underway in Granite Shoals as donations and support from fundraisers continue to add up. Officials have already carved out a spot for a venture known as the Andy Roddick Foundation Tennis Center for the Highland Lakes. The United States Tennis Association has endorsed the plan, which will include a number of so-called quick courts for athletes 10 and younger. Planners propose an indoor facility to be located adjacent to the Granite Shoals City Hall at the intersection of Phillips Ranch Road and Ranch Road 1431. Just Tuesday, project coordinators received a $5,000 donation from USTA. The cost of 2 courts is about $40,000. The project is expected to be done in 6 to 8 weeks. Project officials have teamed up with the Carson and Barnes Circus for a fundraiser November 15th. That's catty corner from the proposed tennis center site on 1431. For volunteers, also they're looking for volunteers, and if you want to help with the circus, you can contact Granite Shoals City Hall at 830-598-5810. Local business leaders have announced plans to beautify a monument in Johnson Park honoring the U.S. Armed Forces in time for Veterans Day. KC and Haley Nelson engineering firms and Allied Waste are spearheading the effort. The work will include pathways, reflection areas, and drought-resistant foliage and landscaping. The monument is located at 230 Avenue J South and includes a stone marker and flagpole. The area has been used for ceremonies honoring veterans and fallen armed servicemen and women. An employee of one of the firms donated the plans for the upgraded site. Volunteers are scheduled to do the work on October 15th. Engineering firm Vice President Chad Nelson.
One of the reasons we talked about was giving the area down there around the flagpole and the monument a feel of reflection and recognizing the service of the people that have not only given their lives but are continuing to give their service. It's real important to us as a company, and of course to the people who are partnering with us, both Allied Waste and the City of Marble Falls and Rotary Club of Marble Falls and others.
Other contributors to the project include the local VFW and Backbone Nursery. The work will be unveiled November 11th at noon during the local Veterans Day ceremony. Time now for a special segment we call Guest Weather Wednesday. Leslie Stratton of Northwood Healthcare Center returns again. She has your forecast. Leslie?
Thanks, Connie. It's great to be back again for another guest weather appearance. Here's a look at the weather forecast for Burnett and Llano counties. You can expect more chances of wet weather today and Thursday. A 30% chance of showers hang on for the rest of the day, with our high peaking at about 86 degrees. There's a slight chance of thunderstorms too. Going into this evening, the rain chances diminish with a low around 72. Looking at your Thursday, expect mostly cloudy skies with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms possibly after 1 p.m. Otherwise, partly sunny with a high near 88 degrees. Not too bad for the first day of fall. Expect mostly cloudy skies with an overnight low in the lower 70s. That was a look at your forecast for Marble Falls, Burnett, Llano, and everywhere in between. Now before I go, Connie, I want to show you some images from Northwood Healthcare Center of some girls who are pretty special to us. This is where Northwood is helping to educate tomorrow's workforce. What you're looking at are Marble Falls High School nursing students participating in their Career and Technology and Education program at the center. They came in last Friday, and you can't imagine all the faces that lit up to see them there. The nursing students were there to learn about communication. We're really proud of those girls and their work at Northwood. Now it's back to work for me, Connie. Back to you.
Great job once again, Leslie. And thank you for being here. If you'd like to try your hand at being a weathercaster, we'd like to help you do so. Email us at connie@thepicayune.com. We'll be right back with sports and more news after the break.
Fencing is more than just building protection. It's an investment, an improvement, an important decision that affects the value of your property. At Hill Country Fence, we deliver results. Our work speaks for itself. Durable quality fencing delivered on time as you ordered. We are a reputable company with honest workers and a simple philosophy: to make you happy. Call today for a free estimate, 830-798-9883.
Welcome back. Sports headlines start now. Jennifer Fierro joins us with the latest on Faith Academy football and Marble Falls tennis. Jennifer?
Connie, the Faith Academy football team continues its impressive drive as the Flames continue to prepare for their district opener. Now, they traveled to go visit Prairie Lea last week. Prairie Lea, of course, is the home of the very first six-man football game played in the state of Texas. Flames came back with a 46-0 win, a very decisive win to improve to 3-0. I had a chance to get caught up with one of the stars of the team, senior Randy Burton. Here's what he had to say. Did Prairie Lea do anything to really challenge y'all?
There wasn't anything just specific. It's just that sometimes we let our guard down and then they took advantage of it. But we came back.
How'd y'all keep them out of the end zone?
Just constant defense, going hard every play.
And of course, the offense didn't let you down. I hear Travis and Dylan have just made a great 1-2 punch.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about because I know defense is basically where your heart is. How important is it for the offense to get going, and how does that fire up the defense?
Offense, it's extremely important. I mean, offense is how you get points up on the board. That's how you keep them down.
Your thoughts going into this week's game?
Well, it's our homecoming game, so of course we got to win that one, keep up the intensity, go hard every play.
We do want to make mention that the Mustang tennis team continues to prepare for the District 25 4A tournament. Now, of course, the Mustangs will be at Fredericksburg on Tuesday, and then it looks like they're going to end up hosting Vandergrift Rouse Friday at 4 o'clock here at the Marble Falls High School tennis courts. That's it for sports. I'm Jennifer Fierro. Connie, back to you.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. In our final Picayune TV headline, Marble Falls school officials discuss relieving a roadway crunch on football fans. Mustang Stadium at Marble Falls High School opened 2 seasons ago with much fanfare, but during one recent football game, fans from both sides expressed concerns about parking and access to the stadium. More than 3,000 people attended the Marble Falls versus Burnett varsity football game September 10th. The attendance was considered the largest ever crowd for a home game. Officials say they heard several complaints, including lack of parking in areas around the Manzano Mile, Mustang Drive, and even along Ranch Road 1431 leading to the game. Fans packed the stadium just before 7, even though kickoff wasn't until 7:30. Recent discussions among school leaders to help unsnarl traffic and avoid congestion in the future included better sign placement for traffic and a potential alternative route. Those were your headlines. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have more football action from the past week for you today. Llano and Burnett images on Friday night highlights. Coming up next. Reporting for the Picayune TV, I'm Connie Swinney. Vera's Strength and Fitness. Fitness programs that are fun and exciting with true performance and true results. Vera's Strength and Fitness, 708 Industrial Boulevard, Suite 101 in Marble Falls.
After Brownwood scorched Llano for 47 points in the first half Friday, Yellow Jackets head coach David Yeager had a message for his players.
We challenged our kids at halftime that we didn't play very well the first half, and I don't know if we got starry-eyed being on a big stage like this, but we challenged to come out and to play hard, to fight hard the second half, and to wear the jacket uniform with pride, and I thought they did. They played hard. I was proud of the second half.
His players heard him. They gave up only 7 points in the last 2 quarters in a 54-14 loss. After the game, Yeager said the Lions helped his team continue to prepare for District 25 3A.
They're a good ball club, and if you play a team like this, it'll make you better down the road. They've been making those kind of plays on against teams we've seen the first 3 ball games, so they're a very good defensive unit, and we knew we couldn't give them the ball and turn it over, and they sure make you pay when that happens. But you know, whether it was nerves or whether it's just them making plays, I'm not quite sure.
The Jackets were able to score points because they converted some key 4th downs. Junior running back Connor Chauncey and senior running back Justin Savage each scored the touchdowns. Meanwhile, former Burnett resident Jackson Shipley, now a star receiver for Brownwood, had 3 catches for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. His father, head coach Bob Shipley, said his team is playing well.
Well, our defense is really playing well. We've got a lot of speed and quickness on defense. We're not real big, but we're really quick. And we get to the ball really, we fly around the ball pretty well. You know, the thing I'm most proud about is our offensive line, probably, because they were a big question coming into this season, and they're just getting better and better as the season goes on. So we're really proud of that.
Yeager emphasized the contest was one his team can build on despite the outcome.
A loss is only a loss if you let it become a loss. You know, that we've got to watch the tape, we got to get better, you know, and you get better by playing very good quality opponents like Brownwood. And so we're going to use this, whether it's a loss against, you know, Brownwood or whoever it may be, and try to get better from it. And, you know, we don't look at, well, it's our opponent, they're number 1 in 3A and all this and the other. It's just a loss. And, you know, it's why it's non-district, doesn't count. We just got to make sure we get healed up and learn from some of these mistakes and get better for next week against Battling Billings.
Most coaches say it's easier to prepare a team for an undefeated opponent than an opponent who's struggling. But for the Burnett Bulldogs, that made little difference as they beat winless Bandera 14-6 Friday to improve to 3-1. Head coach Doyle Walker said the Bulldogs are fighting more than the opponent.
We're kind of handicapped right now with many kids we got out because of injuries and so forth. So, you know, we had to put some different kids in there that doesn't have much playing experience.
After a scoreless first quarter, Bandera began moving the ball well, but penalties killed the drive. Burnett senior halfback Joe Brown went to his right, stopped, then found a hole and sprinted 82 yards for the game's first points. Bandera answered with a 38-yard run by Ryan Walker. Junior quarterback Weston Cosby completed a 12-yard pass to junior athlete Zach Maldonado for the extra cushion. Defensively, Burnett allowed only 1 touchdown for the 3rd straight game. Walker said he was proud.
The defense came back out second half and made a few adjustments at halftime. Defense came back out second half and played a heck of a ball game. Defense wins championships, and you know, and that's all there is to it.
Burnett prepares for their homecoming game against Gatesville Friday. And those are your Friday night highlights. I'm Jennifer Fierro.